Yeah, what it is. So before we start, I just want to start off by first saying that there's absolutely no gore, violence, substances, hate speech, or anything else of the nature during the commission of this video. And if you don't know, this is your man's reporting to you live from the back of the classroom, Petty Murphy, aka MAGA Boy, doing what I do best, and that is the world's most illustrious propaganda pimping. If anything you see during the course of this video resonates, by all means, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. What's cracking? You already know what it is. It's your man's Petty Murphy, aka MAGA Boy, doing what I do best. And that is the world's most illustrious propaganda pimping, right? So, you know, I'm never one to tell anybody how to think. However, I don't mind pointing out what's going on around here so you can connect the dots. So, as you know now, visas are being pulled from foreign nationals from other countries that aren't particularly friendly to our sovereign republic nation. And for some reason, a lot of us in this population are upset about it. Why? I don't know. Why y'all want to fund the lives of illegals who come here and live in luxury hotels in Times Square for free on our dime is beyond me. For those of you who got mad because college students are getting their visas snatched up, let's see why they're being snatched up. Because CNN, MSNBC, and all that's just not going to show you the truth. So let's talk about it.
Well, Fox 2 continued to follow a news alert today involving two Chinese nationals accused of smuggling a dangerous pathogen into the United States.
And officials say the substance is a fungus that experts say could be used to threaten food crops if it spread. Fox 2's Amy Lang joining us live now with what else she's learned. Amy.
Well, the complaint has certainly made for some interesting reading, Ruben Taryn. Investigators say this fungus could be used in agro-terrorism. It wipes out crops and sickens people and animals. And right now, it's just not clear what these Chinese scientists intended to do.
My name is Yunqing Jie.
33-year-old Yuxin Jian, a scientist and student from China working as a postdoctoral research fellow in a lab at the University of Michigan. On Tuesday, inside federal court, charged with conspiracy, smuggling, and making false statements. It's her boyfriend, 34-year-old Yang Lu, also a scientist from China, was caught at Detroit Metro Airport smuggling a dangerous fungus into the country. Fusarium graminearum attacks barley, corn, and wheat, and could be used for purposes of agro-terrorism. According to this
What's the United States' #1 crop? What's in every processed food that exists? Yeah, it's probably corn. In fact, you know it's corn, but let's carry on.
complaint. In July of 2024, Customs and Border Patrol found a wad of tissues in a pocket in Lu's backpack. Investigators say the tissues concealed a note in Chinese, a round piece of filter paper with a series of circles drawn on it, and 4 clear plastic baggies with small clumps of reddish plant material inside. Investigators say Lu lied about the materials before admitting he was smuggling them in to do research at the lab where his girlfriend was working at the University of Michigan. Investigators say Lu's iPhone contained an article titled 2018 Plant Pathogen Warfare Under Changing Climate Conditions. They also uncovered messages between the two conspiring to bring pathogens into the United States. He was denied entry and sent back. It's believed he's currently back in China. His girlfriend, Jian, is still here, now facing serious charges.
Conspiracy to commit an offense or defraud the United States, smuggling goods into the United States, false statements.
We're not allowed to have cameras in federal court, but I can tell you that this defendant looked very scared. She was handcuffed and shackled at the waist. She closed her eyes as the charges against her were read.
According to the complaint, investigators say they found evidence that Jian smuggled biological materials into the United States prior to this, and that she is loyal to the Chinese Communist Party, which they say helped finance her studies and research.
Let me ask the government, what is your position on bond?
The government's seeking detention, Your Honor.
seeking detention because they say she's a flight risk. The University of Michigan issued a statement condemning any actions that seek to cause harm or threaten national security. The university says it has received no funding from the Chinese government in relation to research conducted by the accused. So yeah, just a very interesting read, not a fungus that I have heard of before.
Right.
And so it was quite educational to explore all of this. And again, we don't really know what the intention was.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, just by the nature of what it is that's why it's being assumed agro-terrorism?
Well, I think it's the fact that it could be used in agro-terrorism and the fact that this, was being done sort of in secret. There is a question as to why you would try to smuggle this in if you had any kinds of good intentions.
But the fact that the university is saying that we had no connection with this type of research in itself just really casts a negative light on anything that they claim on the other end.
Yeah, it's obviously a situation where this was clearly not allowed.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't stick it in a crumpled up tissue in your pocket of your backpack if you were all on the up and up, right?
Sure.
So it's very serious.
Frightening, yeah.
It is.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
All right. Thanks,
absolutely.
Amy. Sure.
So, most of y'all are going to act like you didn't see it because that's what y'all do. And I get it because it's easier to act like life ain't life and in reality's not happening so that you don't have to deal and process the facts because of how it makes you feel. But for all of y'all getting mad because they getting some of these up out of here, there's a reason why they're getting them up out of here. Getting run over by jet skis, SA's children, just reckless, all kinds of crime, importing funguses so that they can destroy the food supply, climate change. What? But y'all out there protesting for these motherfuckers to come over the border illegally and fund it with our tax dollars. With all the inflation, why do you think inflation went the way? Why do you think the cost of food went up the way it did the last 4 years? I'm going to tell you why. Because the government was subsidizing anywhere between 20 to 40 million illegal foreign nationals. And guess who paid for that? I did, and you did. But the crew that came through to get these motherfuckers up out of here, y'all mad at. Make that shit make sense, yo. Let me tell you something I've realized, right? And when I went on this whole journey to go to war with the two institutions I'm going to war with now for what they're doing, my pop said to me, son, you playing with the Klan. And the Klan got a Klan. And every once in a while, someone within that Klan, and this is me saying this though, will come through and tell you exactly what's going on, and y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to listen. What is it going to take for y'all to realize how many illegals are actually here that pose a threat to our sovereignty and our national security? How long is it going to take? Is it going to take another pandemic level event for y'all to figure this shit out? Or are we going to keep playing dumb? How many more of our children got to get run over by jet skis or become the victims of SAs by illegal foreign nationals who don't belong here before y'all fools wake up? And if what I'm saying is making you mad, then I hope you are getting upset. Get angry. Feel away. Let that emotion build up and then do something about it. I don't care what you do. Curse me out or call your congressman, write your representative, do something. Y'all motherfuckers is wild. But yeah, I'm back here sitting in the back of the classroom with all the slowpokes. So if I'm missing something, all y'all smarty yardies in the front of the classroom, let me know. Because back here in the back, none of this shit is making sense to me. It just ain't making sense. But y'all make it out of here, man. Y'all enjoy your day. Y'all have a wonderful day out there. And keep a lookout for the fungus. Boy.